So the question here is we need to find the value of P when K is 7 and Q is 9. So basically, we need to plug in the value or the given values. So K is 7, right? Equals uh, P is missing, and then plus 2 times what is Q? Q is 9. Okay, that's 9 over 3. So let's simplify this first. So 7 is equal to P plus 18 over 3. And then what do we do next? We cross multiply this, right? So it becomes 21 equals P plus 18. So what is P? So P is equal to 21. Transposing 18, it becomes 21 minus 18 equals P. So therefore, P is equal to 3. Okay. So that's your answer for number 6. Do you have any question with number 6? Second one? No question? Number 6? Okay. So let's have number 9. Okay, let's do number 9. Okay, now for number 9, it says here, okay, by the way, you can turn your books on page 138. It's there. Okay, let's do number 9. Now, I know number 9 is not in your homework, so please listen carefully. So if 1 over A minus 1 over B is equal to 1 over C plus 1 over D, find the value of C when A is 1/2, B is 1/4, and D is negative 1/5. Okay, now you can use your calculator here, okay, for these questions. So number 9, let me write the question again. So it's 1 over A minus 1 over B equals 1 over C plus 1 over D. Okay, so let's find the value of C. So what is A? So 1 all over 1/2, okay, minus, what is 1 over B? 1 all over, what is B? 1/4 equals 1C, that we're looking for C, okay, and then 1D. So 1D plus 1 over negative 1/5, right? Okay, so let's have this now. So this is our equation with their values. So this is A, this is B, this is D, and then we are looking for C. This is our question. So first, how do we simplify this? How do we divide fractions? Do you still remember how do you divide fractions? How do you divide fractions when you were in primary 6? Okay, so let's say we have 1 here. So 1 divided by 1/2. So how do you divide fractions? You get the reciprocal of this, right? So 1, it becomes, and then after you get the reciprocal of this, you proceed with multiplication, right? So it becomes 1 times 2 over 1. So your answer here is 2, okay? Now, if you don't want to do this manually, you can just simply type this in your calculators, okay? Using the fraction, okay, this one, using the fraction key, so 1 over 1/2. Okay, so you will get 2. Okay, so you will get 2 here, and then obviously this is 4 equals 1 over C plus, or is it still plus, or it's now negative? So this is now minus 5. Okay, so when you type this 1 over 1/4, that's 4. Okay, again, if you want to do it manually, you just get the reciprocal of this. So it becomes 4 over 1. And then you multiply it with 1. That's why your answer here is simply 4. Same with this. Your answer is now a -5. So let's simplify this first. So it becomes, so I can transpose this on the left side. So it becomes -2 plus 5 is equal to 1 over c. Simplifying this further, I'll get 3 equals 1 over c. So how do we solve this? Okay, I'll do the long method first. So I'll cross multiply this. So I'll get 3c is equal to 1. And then if I'm solving for c, I'll get rid of 3, right? So I'll divide both sides by 3. Okay, so our answer is c is equal to 1/3. So that's your answer for number 9. Do you have any question, Sekwan? Hmm? No question, Sekwan? Number 9?
No.
No question. Okay. All right. So let's have maybe one more question. Question number 12. Okay. So let's have something from yesterday. Okay, wait, let me. Okay, so let's go with number 12. Okay. Number 12 is this. Okay, number 12, we need to find a formula for the sum of any 4 consecutive odd numbers. Okay, 4 consecutive odd numbers. So S, okay, so we can use any letter. You can use X, okay, or N, it's up to you. So X is my first odd number, and then followed by X plus 2, X plus 4, and then X plus 6. Okay, so this is my first, my second, my third, and my fourth. Okay. Okay. So that's it. Okay. And then how do you find our formula? So S is equal to 4x plus what? Plus 12, right? Okay. So this is our formula. But then for Roman number 2, okay, so this is Roman number 1. Okay, so for Roman number 2, okay, find the value of S when the greatest odd number is -17. There's a slight twist. Okay, what is the greatest odd number among this? Okay, among this 4? Hmm? This one. Okay, so the greatest is obviously it's the fourth one, right? So x plus 6 is equal to -17. That's what it says, right? So x plus 6 is the biggest. So x plus 6 is equal to -17. And then how do we find for the first number? So we just basically find for x. So x is equal to -17 minus 6. So therefore, the biggest number is, or the first number is -23. So from here, okay, we now solve for the value of x because we now know that x is -23, right? Okay, so let's solve for s. So s is equal to 4 times -23 plus 12. Okay, so what is the value of s? Okay, the value is -80. So that's your final answer for number 2. Do you have any question, guys? None? No question? Okay, so if there's no question, I think we can go back to, okay, we can go back to page 135. Let me have some questions again on page 135. Okay, now let's go back to page 135, class. Okay. Now, page 135 is about same algebraic word problems. Okay, and then it's very similar with our questions from mathematical formulas. All right, so let's have number. Okay, number 3. Okay. All right, class, do you have any questions before we go here? None? Okay, so let's have number 3. So this is one. This one is a problem about age or age problems. Okay. So let's have number 3. So Devi is 4 years older than Siti, and Yihao is 2 years younger than Siti. If the number of their ages, or if the sum of their ages is 47, find their respective ages. Okay, so let's list them down. So we have Devi. Wait, let's zooming out. So Devi, Siti, and Yihao. Okay. So look at the names. Oh, where do they compare their ages? So who's the basis of their ages? It's always CT, right? So CT is your X. Okay. CT is your X. I mean, yeah. And then how about Devi? So Devi is 4 years older than CT. So X plus 4. And then how about Yihao? 2 years younger. So X minus 2. And then these are your expressions for each of them. Okay. Now, the next sentence, if the sum of their ages is 47, so we just basically add everything equals 47, right? So x plus 4 plus x minus 2 equals 47. Okay, so this is 3x. So this is x plus x plus x is 3x. And then 4 minus 2 is 2 equals 47. So simplifying this, I'll transpose 2. So 47 minus 2. So it becomes 3x is equal to 45. And then how do we get rid of 3? So we divide both sides by 3. So x is equal to 15. So that's your answer. Okay. So CT is 15 years old. And then Devi is 19 years old. And then Yihao is 13 years old. That's it. From the first phrase. Then then subtracted from 68. How do you write subtracted from 68? So if you have 4x, then subtracted from, so 68 should be in front. Okay, so 68 minus 4x. Okay, is that clear, Stella? This one, okay, so you switch this, okay? So the word from, it's very important, okay? So from, coming from, so it came from 68. Okay, so that's our first one. So 68 minus 4x. And then take note of this. The result obtained is the same. Is the same means it's equal. So that's equal here. Okay. And then let's have the last phrase is the same as 3 times what? The sum of x and 4. So basically you put 3 and then the sum of x and 4. Okay. So basically you need to put a bracket. Okay. So 3 times the sum of x and 4. Okay. Take note of that. 3 times the sum of x and 4. It will be 3x plus 4 if, let's say it says 3 times a number and 4, something like that, or the sum of 3 times a number and 4. But in this question, it says 3 times the sum of x and 4. Okay, so this is our equation. Okay, so we just solve for x. Okay, so we get 68 minus 4x here. Then how do we get rid of the bracket? So it becomes 3x plus 12, right? And then we solve for x. So 3x, I'll transpose negative 4x to the right side. So it gives me positive 4x equals, bring down 68, transpose 12 to the left side. So it becomes minus 12. Okay, so this is now 7x equals 56. So to get rid of 7, divide both sides by 7. So x is equal to 8. So that's your answer for number 7. X is equal to 8. Okay, for number 8, let's say, okay, let x, okay, let's say these are the boys who play badminton. Okay, and then the boys who play soccer is 3 times, right? So 3x, basically. Those people who play soccer. Okay, now let's go to the next sentence. If 12 boy who play soccer play badminton instead. Some people went, okay, some people from soccer went to badminton instead. Now, listen, this is very important, class. So, if 12 boys went to badminton, what happens to the 12 boys in soccer? So, that means uh, the soccer players or the boys who play soccer lost 12 boys as well. Of course, where those 12 boys will be coming from, which is from soccer. So, that means, so it should be 3x minus 12 is equal to x plus 12. Again, this is from the second sentence. Because if 12 boys joined badminton, that means 12 boys left soccer. That's why you have minus 12 here. Okay, so that's the basic explanation for that. Okay, so do you have any question? Check one. Okay, so again, yeah. So the soccer players, they lost 12 boys, but then they went to badminton. So badminton plus 12. Okay. So from here, let's solve this now. So 3x plus x equals 12 plus 12. So this is 4x equals 12. Oh, sorry, 24. And then divide both sides by 4. Okay. So what is your answer? X is equal to 6. Okay. X is equal to 6. All right, do you have any? Oops, wait, I think I made a mistake again, a careless mistake. Sorry for that. So this is supposed to be minus x. Okay, so that, okay. So this is supposed to be 2, right? Okay. So this is supposed to be 12. So that's the right answer. That's why I'm thinking, is my answer right? So, oh, okay, sorry for that. So my answer is 12. Okay, so I'm very careless. So this one